So I'll just tell you now, we'd never heard of Passive House before we met Blake. But we knew that we wanted to build a house and we wanted to do something green, whatever that means. So we, yeah, we got it. So
this is what we meant when we had the green house.
Yeah, we contacted Blake and Larry because they had built a couple LEED certified homes and we knew they were familiar with green. And Blake was going through the Passive House certification at the same time we were talking to them about wanting to build. And so he told us about the concept and we just absolutely thought that was what we want to do. We really love the idea of conservation and really putting a lot into the shell so we don't use as much energy rather than only spending our money on expensive technologies and then being wasteful. So this idea just really appealed to us and also really fit into our budget. We didn't know what we could afford to build. But this home was only about 6% more expensive than if we hadn't made it a passive house. And that was just amazing to us. That's not much at all compared to a lot of other green homes that we'd heard about. So we were on board. It wasn't hard to convince us, I think. And,
I wanted a big sexy PV array for a long time. I had to be talked down from that, but I'm glad I did it.
And we are pre-conduited set up for PV.
We still do it someday.
Don't get it.
Yeah. So, and yeah, I mean.
How long have you been here?
We moved in at the end of May.
Okay.
And so we haven't been through the winter yet. That's the part we're really curious about. Because most of the energy here is for heating in this climate. That we didn't need a lot for cooling. But so far we're pretty confident that we're not going to have to use much energy during the winter. We haven't used our heater at all yet and have had no problems keeping it toasty in here, mostly due to just passive solar gain from the windows and
since
from
we can fit everybody
own,
in here on this tour, you should, I mean, it was invaluable what you were talking about, Stuart, the other day when I stopped by.
Sure.
About what you've learned about solar gain and about everything else.
So there are a lot of
your closed dryer habits.
Yeah, there are a lot of tools we have to regulate the temperature of the house. You know, the whole house has the ventilation system that goes to the ERV, and we can change the speed of the fan and turn off the recovery. But by far, the biggest factor is how much solar gain we're getting. If it's a sunny day and we have the curtains open, we're going to gain 5-6 degrees in the house easily.
Which way is south?
This is south,
And these windows